What up, guys? I'm Sin.
I'm Joy,
and welcome to Big Girl Pantease,
where you get a plate of positivity, a side of bluntness with accountability for dessert because
accountability ain't a dirty word. To all of our new Pantease gang joining us for the very first time, we want to say thank you so much for checking us out. We know there's a million podcasts you could be checking out, but this is the one you need to be at. So thank you. We have 2 other seasons besides season 3 that we need you to check out on YouTube and everywhere you listen to your DSPs.
And if you are returning, we want to say thank you again for rocking with us. We call it the Pantease gang.
Thank you, Pantease gang.
Best friend came up with Pantease gang.
Thank you, gang.
And I like it.
Gang, gang,
like
gang.
she said, you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. So we appreciate
We
that.
appreciate you.
H to the Izzo. So I'll just...
NY.
So, on today's show, we like to get straight to the point because we know, like, you got 5 seconds to catch your attention.
5 minutes.
Not even that.
No.
5 seconds. Anyway, so on today's episode, the name of the episode is
Tight Pantease. Well, we've given them cocky, we've given them insecure, but tight, maybe we're not talking about the fit of the panties. What are we talking about, Joy?
We are talking about being a New Yorker. Now, if you're a New Yorker, you know what tight means, right?
I'm tight.
But
just in case you're not a New Yorker, because we have people, as we have found out, that is viewing us in Africa, Germany, UK,
India.
It's insane.
Yo, it's
so
wild.
Hello.
Hey, guys.
But in case you don't know.
Hey, guys.
But in case you do not know what the New York definition of tight is, Joy, what does it mean?
Well, one, we couldn't go to Webster or Oxford, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We had to go to the Urban Dictionary because that's the version of tight that we are talking about. Tight, mostly used in the New York area, usually meaning extremely mad or irritated.
That part. This bus driver got me tight. I'm late for work.
I'm tight. We got some things that we are tight about.
Yes.
We may not be revealing all of them because I don't know how we only have an hour show. But you go ahead and get started.
Oh, it's on me?
Because
it's on you. So what you want to do? And rabbit. Shout out to
Shanae and Kilolo.
No, that's Laquita.
I thought that was Kilolo.
That was Laquita when they was joining the ladies' league.
My bad.
You talking about when they was doing the fundraiser and she was like, or they had the car. She was like, K-E-Y. Low. No, this is Laquita.
My bad.
So
that's right.
Yeah, she was like, fan me, I'm up. That. Okay, so which one should I start with?
What got you tight? Best friend?
This week alone, but I'm not even going. I'm
go for it.
No.
What are you? Tell them why you're tight. Tell them why you mad, son.
Tell them why you mad. son. I'm about to tell y'all. I got 3, but I'm trying to see which one I should go in. Which order should I go? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go out of order instead of number 1. Number 2. You know what I'm tight about? I gotta read it because it's deep. The disrespect towards Black women from not just white men, but our brothers. We can always support the brothers, but it's not usually reciprocated. Parentheses, Vice President Kamala Harris. The reason why I'm tight is because everyone can have their own political views. I'm not telling you to vote blue. I'm not telling you to vote red. I'm telling you to vote. However, it has been appalling to me to read the comments on social media and to have had some of the conversations I have had with some of our Black men and their views on Kamala Harris. Now, what got me tight is people don't seem to understand her being a prosecuting attorney is her fucking job. Now, it's not her fault, our fault, or society's fault that you or your cousin Ray, who might have did a bid for armed robbery or something like security fraud, I don't know. It's not Kamala's fault, and it's not our fault. White collar, blue collar crime, whatever.
Crime's crime.
It's not our fault that you did the crime. It's also not our fault, or hers, that you got caught.
The time.
Yeah. So the fact that people are so upset at her and saying some of the most vile things because she's a prosecuting attorney, she did her job. That's it. And it's just sad because I see how Black women always ride for Black men. We try our best. Now, there are some out there that male bash. Let's be clear. There's two sides to a coin. But a lot of the Black women and most of the Black women I know, they love their king. They love, the brothers. But when it's time for you guys to reciprocate and have our back, it's not there. Now, I'm not always the biggest fan of some of the things that I've seen from Van Jones. However, I do give him credit because when Kamala Harris announced that she was running for presidency, he made a call on CNN to all Black men saying, what we not going to do is allow Kamala to be disrespected. So if you're interviewing her and somebody on that show that don't look like you or does, because, it rhymes with spoon, coon. If someone's shucking and jiving and cooning a little bit, you check them. Because what we're not going to do is let her be disrespected the way Hillary Clinton was disrespected. And that I appreciated. I'm just a little tight that our brothers don't seem to ride for us the way we ride for them. And it's in the political world and definitely out of the political world. That got me tight. We got to do better. We've always been crabs in the barrel, and that's not our fault. We're not even going to get into that history lesson. However, you can't keep blaming the white man for what you don't have, what we don't have as a people. How we treat each other and show up for each other is about us. It has nothing to do with people that don't look like us or that's not in our community. Since y'all love Kendrick Lamar so much, they not like us. Well, the ones that are, which is the sisters, represent a little bit better, please. And for the sisters, if you are male bashing, show up for the brothers because there are some really great African-American and Caribbean and Black people in this world that's doing great things and trying to be their best selves. And not everybody is the same. So don't lump everyone in the same category. But that shit got me mad tight, son. Do better.
There's strength in numbers. So I completely understand exactly what you're saying.
Okay.
My first tight, we're going to get started off on all the heavy shit. Sonya Massey. That got me tight. Let's talk about it. Okay, the fact that the murderer, I said it. This is his 6th job. He has continuous DUIs. He doesn't know how to diffuse chaotic situations, and all of this is on his file. And let's be real honest: what they're not talking about is how there's a possible connection with a spouse. And a violation of HIPAA laws. And there's a call to action on that. Don't listen to me. Do your due diligence.
Do your research.
Because this may have possibly been premeditated. Again, allegedly. And first of all, prayers and just our thoughts are with her family. Because how they found out was awful. The fact that it even happened in her home with somebody who's supposed to protect you, that's a problem. Black women, we need to be, why?
We're not protected.
I'm falling all over my words because I'm also very, really, really tired of the energy harvesting of Black pain. That's a whole nother show.
This reminds me of Sandra Bland.
This reminds me of Breonna Taylor. This reminds me of Atiana. This reminds all of them. There's too many to name. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm tight about it. Yep. I'm tight this is still happening. I'm tight that a woman was taken away from her family because
I rebuke you in the name of Jesus from across the room with a pot of water that you told her to turn off and take off the fucking stove.
I'm tight. There's something suspicious. No, it don't sound suspicious. Something's off here. Something is off. And I hope that justice is served on this situation, but we have seen in the past, unfortunately, how this goes. But what I do implore you to do is look into the connection of the spouse. It might blow your mind, but either way. And I hate the fact that they keep playing it over and over and over again. I can't watch it, Amy. I can't watch it.
And then when he went outside and said, that fucking bitch is crazy.
How you know that's another thing. Like I said, HIPAA laws. I'm quiet. Look it up.
Did you see the reaction to all of the cops though? Not one person said a fucking word because they knew he was wrong. Period. Look at that part. When he went outside trying to explain himself out of all the 12 or 15 cops that was standing around, everybody's face was deadpan because they knew.
Awful.
Thank God for that body cam because the father and the family would have never known what the hell happened, as it usually happens.
He gets exactly what he deserves. And I hope whoever is involved that was a part of this gets what they deserve as well.
Oh, they're going to see him. They should. If they probably going to see him on the street. And if they don't, and he do get locked up, they most definitely going to see his ass in jail. So you reap what you sow. Yeah, that got me tight.
That got me tight.
Ridiculously sad.
I'm over it. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tight and I'm tired.
Yep.
My hands are shaking.
I get it. No. Watch that video.
Deep breath. Okay.
It's a lot been going on in this country.
Yeah. DUI. Okay, sorry. Next.
Yeah, because we would be on that one for all day.
We're moving on.
My next one is when people can't communicate their feelings or emotions in a timely manner. Saying everything is fine, then come back with a novel weeks later, months later. I don't like when people let stuff fester. That got me tight.
Be a slow boil.
Don't be a slow boil. As you get older, you're supposed to evolve. You're supposed to be better. You're supposed to learn. You're supposed to do better. And unfortunately, I'm noticing with men and women, communication is so hard for so many people. And I understand some people may be introverted. I'm introvert. Okay, you may not speak as much. But if someone asks you, and especially if you have a friendship or a relationship, if someone asks you, ask. You see, I'm getting better, y'all.
Cocky Pantease, episode 2.
Yeah, I learned how to say it. The verbiage is correct. Ask, not verbiage. If someone asks, are you okay? What's going on? What happened? If you need a moment to just sit and be like, you know what, let me collect my thoughts like I do sometimes, that's totally fine. But don't tell me over and over and over again, we good, nothing's wrong, we good. And then a couple of weeks later, you know what? Why we couldn't talk about it then? I feel that a lot of times when people are not upfront in the moment, they let stuff fester. And when you let stuff fester, you're 9 times out of 10 taking on all the other things that has made you frustrated from the time that person or that situation happened up until present time. So that means maybe what you were really upset about in that one situation was like scale of 1 to 10 or 3. But because your boss got on your nerve, your spouse got on your nerve, you had a horrible commute, you're not feeling good. Now, by the time you actually have the conversation, 9 times out of 10, you done tacked on a whole bunch of shit that had nothing to do with what you was originally upset for. And a lot of times that comes with time. That's what I call the slow boil. And Joy knows it very well because Joy
I'm a former slow boiler.
A former slow boil. And I would say to her,
real bad.
I'd be like, yo, are we good? Are we good? She would come to me 4 fucking months later. You know, that Saturday back in October. I'm like, bruh, this is May. Are you kidding me? Okay, and I'm supposed to remember that. And it's like, then we start talking about that. And then, of course, facts is not really in the forefront because it was 6 months ago. So I get tight when people tell me everything is good and it's not. Mm-hmm. If you say it's good, then it's good. And if that's not how you feel, learn how to communicate how you feel. I've had this situation in relationships. I've had this situation at work. In the past, I've had this situation with my best friend. I just need people. If you know me, how you act with other people is fine. But if you know me, come to me and tell me, Sin, this is what it is. I don't like when you did this, or I felt disrespected. If I, God forbid, ever disrespect you, or I didn't felt like you was listening or you heard me, or you just say it. I can't do the slow boil. That really makes me tight. I just think as you get older, especially out of your 20s, let's be clear. 20s, you pushing 30s, you in your 40s, you in your 50s, you damn sure should be able to open your mouth and say what it is. And if you can at the moment, take a chill pill, relax, get your thoughts together, and then come to the person and say what you have to say. But please, just learn how to communicate, people. And this is not a race thing. It's just period.
It's just human.
It's just a human thing.
The human race.
I keep running at people after person, and they just cannot communicate. And you know my dating life. I am dating because I am single at the moment. And I'm noticing even with like the men, they don't communicate their feelings. Some either communicate, I don't want to say too much because I don't believe.
No, I don't think there's too much.
They are very comfortable communicative. They're very comfortable communicating. And then the others, they don't say anything at all. And I have friends that are dealing with men that's ghosting them because they can't just open their mouth. Please learn to communicate, people. They got me tight all the time. All the time.
Oh, let me also say one thing, just a small piece of advice. Indecision is a choice. Indecision means no. If you were asking why am I getting mixed signals? Take mixed signals as a no.
Yeah. If somebody wanted to say yes, they would say yes.
They would. So yeah, please take mixed signals as
and be comfortable saying no, period.
That too.
That is a sentence. There's the other part. Period.
I think a lot of people do the ghosting because they don't want to have that uncomfortable conversation. Whereas, okay, get it. Yeah, I understand. It's not the most comfortable, but don't be an asshole.
I was about to say, you're going to look like an asshole ghosting.
Do not post it like what's his name did in Sex and the City.
Oh, Burger.
Don't break up with somebody on a post-it. Okay? That's the equivalent of it. It's like ghosting someone. Just
I'm sorry, I can't. After buying her flowers.
Carnations at that. We should have knew. Anywho, can you tell we love Sex?
Now, don't say that because then all the brothers out there about to go buy carnations for their girl. Gonna be like, sending joy was like,
no. I'm gonna say it like this: carnations are beautiful flowers. The issue, I'm a floral snob a little bit, tight, just a little bit. That makes me tight. No. I do like certain flowers. I'm a rose girl. I love roses.
I love an orchid. I love a tulip.
Calla lily is one of my absolute favorites.
I love
regular lilies. They're beautiful. Carnations for me.
I want to hear you explain this. Carnations for you is what?
Whenever I think of carnations, I think of death.
I knew she was going to say that.
I think of death. I think of it like somebody's lapel. And it brings up, not because it's the flower's not nice, it just makes me think of death. Don't look at me.
I'm just saying, she's trying to moonwalk her ass out of this one. I'm just here for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you like. So next.
And whatever you can afford.
Oh.
Because if you can't afford
it. You bring me some eucalyptus, we good. Put that in the shower, had nice steam.
Eucalyptus. What if they bring you some aloe?
I'm not mad at aloe. Where'd it come from? Is it from yard? Like, come on, where'd it come from? Here's the thing. It's not all. See, you know what? This ties right into my next point.
Counts. What was you thinking? I'm just.
So, the next thing that got me tight is this illusion of perfection. Not here for it. I'm here for everyone being the best version of themselves. I'm here for everyone taking accountability. It's not a dirty word. I'm here for everyone celebrating their wins. I'm here for everyone. I'm here for all the positivity. What I don't like is this level of perfectionism that people are trying to attain that does not exist.
Where do you think it comes from?
I think it comes from society, social media. What sparked that for me was over the weekend, right? I had the pleasure of meeting an icon, right? I was able to spend like 20 minutes with her and her man, and this is a huge icon. I mean, I'm talking about in fashion, in music and business all together. And when I met her, she is someone who's always into fashion. When I met her, she was well dressed, but it was very dressed down, cute.
That's why
she had on a baseball hat with the hair down. She was wearing no makeup. She was wearing no jewelry. And what she had, I had to coin. And I've met a few people like this in my life. She wasn't perfect. She was beautifully authentic. And I think that's what's missing. I think people are mixing up perfection with authenticity. Just because something is perfect doesn't mean that it's coming from a real place. And I think the problem with the perfection, we got to be perfect because of social media, because of everything, the influence of society, we're no longer authentic. Our quest for perfectionism is removing the authenticity so that we can fit into the assembly line of whatever is important to you. So what gets me tight is that we still operate in that. I want to see more beautiful authenticity more than I want to see perfection. And meeting her showed me that. I have a relationship with someone who is major and they have a huge following, and they are the same person online that they are offline. They're beautifully authentic. And let's stop chasing perfection.
It doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. Let's be in our beautiful authenticity, no matter what that looks like. Stop doing that shit. Got me tight.
In my bio, it actually, when I created my Instagram bio, and I've never changed my Instagram bio since I've joined Instagram, which was like 2013. Yeah, I've never. The only thing I've updated it with was BGP, bigger Pantease. But in my bio, I said I am perfectly flawed. And that's something I've been saying for almost 11 years, and I relish in that. And I've had people say, well, why did you put that? Because I want you to know when you come to my page, you're going to see the good, the bad, the ugly. That's why I don't let people from my church, like my pastor, hi, Pastor Mike, certain people I won't request on my Instagram page because...
I want to see them titties. No, I'm joking.
You want to see these titties. You don't see these.
I couldn't help myself. My apologies. I'm
kidding.
Go ahead.
As I adjust, stop playing. I'm always worried about the mic blocking my titties. No,
Not the titties.
Not the titties. No, but on my Instagram page, I don't really allow certain people on my page because I need to be my authentic self. I'm always authentic, but sometimes when you have people from your job or people that can judge you or you can get in trouble or you have certain family members that may not understand certain things while you post certain things. I'm very political. I am very pro-Black. I am Issa Rae. I root for everyone Black when you're not doing dumb shit. And some people may take that as, oh, Sonya is anti. No, I'm pro-Black. That doesn't mean I'm anti anything else. And so the fact that I put perfectly flawed on my page, I want you to know when you come to my page what you're going to get. And I think that's true for everybody. Everyone is perfectly flawed. You're the way God created you to be. And social media, unfortunately, has played a humongous role in perfection. I know of the person that she told me the story. I know the person that she met. It's someone that we've had conversations about before. It's someone that I love more than another icon. And it's because...
You are making it real obvious.
You made it very obvious when you said beauty and this and that.
I never said beauty. Thanks.
Okay. Well, you might as well just say the name, like after all this, fuck it. So...
I got to meet Rihanna.
Riri, okay? And me and her have always had conversations.
I got to meet Rihanna.
We've always had
it was fucking incredible, and she's as beautiful in person as she is online.
And who's next? You.
Because
I piggybacked off of that one, so.
Things that get me tight are deflection of accountability. I hate when I try to be honest with someone about something and try to explain it to them and it's not received. It's actually just a complete pushback. Or it's well, that's what you do. And it's I feel like it's in those conversations where I'm trying to explain that I'm feeling a certain way. Or this is, because feelings are not facts. I'm just saying these are feelings. And I'm feeling, etc. I feel like if the person is not actively listening, then what they're doing is they're waiting to respond. And when you're waiting to respond, you're really not hearing exactly what it is that I have to say. And instead of in light of not hearing what I have to say, you also are projecting as well. So when I have those conversations, it makes me tight that people move over accountability and then just automatically get defensive. That was my point. I'm like,
okay. That's a good one. That is a good one. And it piggybacks off of my last one. When people don't do what they said that they would. I get tight over that. And then the reason is one simple reason. No one told you to say it. No one told you to say it.
Right.
If you can't show up and do what you said you was going to do, then don't say it. I'm not going to say I'm going to make the party when I know I might not. I would say I'm going to try. I'm going to try my best to be there. But I'm not going to say, I'm definitely going. And then when the day comes, I don't. And then just be a person, a man or woman of your word. If you say you're going to do something, do it. That makes me so tight. And I'm like, you have no reason to lie, bro. Right. Just sit back and think, can I really make this happen? And if you can't, then don't. But don't be like, oh yeah, I definitely got this. Oh yeah, I got it. That's definitely gonna happen. And then day comes and it's like, wah, wah. And then I'm a bitch for feeling a way about it. Right. I'm a bitch for confronting it. I'm in the wrong. So I'm just kind of learning, especially after the last couple of days with different things that have been happening in my life, I am learning to pick and choose my battles more. And just sometimes you just got to swallow it and deal with it. Even though I'm the type of person that like to talk about things, you have to pick and choose what you talk about. And if it bothers you enough, then I guess you have to confront it. But yeah, that really gets me tight. Just be a man or woman of your word. 'Cause I try to be, and mistakes happen, let's be clear. Right, as Joy already said, we're not perfect. We're not striving for perfection. It doesn't exist unless you are walking on water. However, you do have control of this tongue. So watch what you say, mean what you say, and do what you say. That's it. And if you can't, take accountability for it.
And take accountability and correct it.
Yeah.
That is all.
That's it.
I think that's all I got.
I don't think I had.
Yeah, I did 3.
Those 3 went quickly.
Yeah, no, I did those 3. I did 3.
I have one more, but I don't think I need to say it. I'm not going to say it because it will... I pick and choosing my battles and saying that some things don't need to be said. And it would be very obvious what I am talking about. So, yeah, I think we're good for this show. But yeah, the whole point is just try and be your authentic self. Say what you mean what you say. Don't let social media influence you to the point where you feel like you have to keep up with the Joneses, where you feel like you have to strive for perfection. Now, always strive to do your personal best. That is different. But don't beat yourself up if you don't reach that goal. I do it all the time. I'm an independent travel agent. I haven't been studying and doing the things I should be doing. And I beat myself up when I go home and pour me a glass of wine until I get through half of the glass of wine. And then I don't beat myself up anymore about it. But it shouldn't take you a glass of wine or 2 to get over that hurdle. So just don't beat yourself up if you didn't complete some of the things that you said that you wanted to, but realize perfection is never going to be the end goal. So don't chase it. It's not worth it. That's it. Bye.